Welcome everyone to our weekly Oneg Shabbat. Hope everyone's doing well as we finally finished the holiday season. I hope everyone had a wonderful and pleasant holiday here at Gurwin as we begin the new cycle as well of the reading of the Torah with the week of Parshat Bereshit. In the beginning we'll discuss that shortly in a few minutes after we have the recitation of Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashares, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech, Malachei Amlochim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Ashares, Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Varchuni L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Varchuni L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seizchem L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seizchem L'Shalom Malachei Ashalom Malachei Elyon, Mihi Melech Malchei Amlochim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So we begin from the very beginning of the Torah. Bereshit bara Elokim, in the beginning God created Shemayim v'Haaretz, the land and the sky. And before even the creation of man, the Torah goes into great detail about the creation of the world, first creating light and dark, creating the heavens and the waters, the plants, trees, agriculture, fish, birds, animals, living animals, dry animals, walking animals, and finally human being at the sixth day of creation, man, Adam and Eve, man, and then later on the same day, Eve, Chava, Adam and Chava, and then finally Shabbat coming with the creation of Shabbat, rest on the seventh day. And one of the many questions which are discussed in this storyline as the Torah begins is, why is it so necessary to go into all the details about creation? I mean, none of us were there anyway. Even when the first man was created, everything was already set up for him, obviously. You couldn't create man with nothing there. So just start maybe from creation of man. Why do we need so many details discuss the creation of the earth and the heavens and the waters and the skies and the constellations and the sun and the moon and the stars? So one of the answers which is given is to show that everything has an order. Everything has an order. Everything is created in a specific way, specific reason, specific time. And there's an order to everything in life. When a person understands there's an order to everything in life, even things which are beyond his control, he slowly understands that in his life itself there's also an order. Why does something happen to me today and something happened to me yesterday? That's part of God's plan, putting order into the world, into creation. When a person realizes there's all part of God's master plan, and every act which happens to a person, every situation which arises is part of the same order of God, it can make a person feel a little more at ease with the situation and truly understand that God is watching them in every path that they take and every step they move. Chadodi likras kala p'nei Shabbos nekabela. Chadodi likras kala p'nei Shabbos nekabela. Shamoy v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi yahanu kelam yuchad. Hashem echad u'shmo echad, Shemo Tiferet v'letzila l'chad odi l'kras kala b'nei Shabbos nekabela l'kras shambos l'choven elcha ki mekar haviracha meirosh mikedem nisucha Sov maaseh b'machshavat chila l'chad odi l'kras kala b'nei Shabbos nekabela Yamin usmal tifrotzi, yes Hashem tariti, al yad ben yishai beis alachmi, chavar al nafshi ge yahala l'chad odi l'kras kala, b'nei Shabbos nekabela, v'avi v'shalom ateres b'ala, Gam berina uvitzahala tochem uneyam segula v'vikala l'chad odi kras kala v'nei Shabbos nekabela. Next, the Torah goes through the famous story of Adam and Eve, Adam and Chava, and the snake which entices Adam and Eve to do the one thing God commands them not to do. As Adam and Eve are in the Garden of Eden, enjoying company with God, God tells them there's just one commandment that you have, one mitzvah, which I'm placing upon you, which is not to eat from a specific tree, not to eat from the tree of knowledge, the Eitz Hadat. And Adam and Eve get tricked by the snake into eating the food, which eventually brings upon death of Adam and Eve, and really death into the world. And one of the questions which is asked is, this is not such a very happy story, but yet it's so significant in our lives. And if not for the snake, the rabbis learned that maybe Adam would have lived forever, and mankind, as we know, may have been different itself. And to have a story where you only have one thing at hand, only one thing to do, and yet you fall and you make a mistake, certainly not a very encouraging story as well. So one of the answers given is as following: is that itself is really the lesson. The lesson is that life isn't perfect. We make mistakes. Sometimes we make big mistakes. But whatever mistake we make, it doesn't mean that we can't go on in the future. And after Adam and Eve sinned and they were punished by God, they were sent out of the Garden of Eden, they had a very prosperous life, a very happy life afterwards, and had generations and generations of children, which are everyone in the human race itself. So the lesson is that, yes, sometimes we make mistakes that have everlasting effects, but it doesn't stop us from going on and living their lives the best way that we can. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yetzir nivra liyez nasa b'chefsa kol azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kechlos hakol levahado yimlach nahara v'haya v'hoveh Uyihya b'sifara v'echad v'yein sheni L'ham shila l'ach v'hira v'li reishis v'li sachlis v'lo hod v'ha misra v'okeli v'chai goali v'zur chavli v'yeis nasa v'onisi umanosli Minas kosi b'yom ekra v'yahado avkid ruchi v'yesi shan v'yahira v'yim ruchi v'yasi ado shem li v'lo ira. Everyone should have a happy and healthy weekend, a happy and healthy Shabbat, and we'll see everybody next week.